Habits. They shape our lives far more than we realize. From the way we wake up in the morning to the way we spend money, eat, work, and even think, our habits define who we are and who we become. But most of us struggle to change them. We try to set big goals, make bold resolutions, and overhaul everything at once. And yet, we often fail, slipping back into old patterns. James Clear's Atomic Habits offers a better way. Published in 2018, it became an instant bestseller because of its practical approach. Instead of focusing on big goals, focus on tiny improvements. Small changes, when repeated consistently, compound into remarkable results. Clear calls these atomic habits, small, powerful habits that work like atoms, the building blocks of matter. Just as atoms combine into massive structures, small habits combine into life-changing transformations. Welcome to 10-Minute Books, the channel where we break down the world's most powerful books into practical lessons you can absorb in just 10 minutes. Today, we're diving into Atomic Habits by James Clear, a book about the science and art of building better habits, breaking bad ones, and mastering the tiny behaviors that create extraordinary success. Let's explore the key lessons. The power of tiny gains. Clear begins with a simple idea. If you improve by just 1% every day, those small gains compound into massive results over time. A 1% improvement doesn't feel like much in the moment, but over a year, it adds up to being 37 times better. The reverse is also true. A 1% decline each day compounds into weakness and failure. This principle explains why habits matter so much. They are the compound interest of self-improvement. Just as money multiplies through compounding, the effects of good habits build slowly but powerfully over time. Forget goals, focus on systems. Most people set goals: lose weight, earn more money, write a book. But goals alone don't create results. Systems do. A system is the process that leads to the outcome. Instead of obsessing over the goal of losing 20 pounds, focus on the system of eating well and exercising daily. Instead of focusing on writing a bestseller, focus on the system of writing 500 words a day. Clear argues that winners and losers often have the same goals. What separates them is the system. Goals are about results. Systems are about the habits that drive results. Identity-based habits. Perhaps the most powerful idea in the book is that lasting change comes from focusing on identity, not outcomes. Instead of saying, "I want to run a marathon," say, "I am a runner." Instead of saying, "I want to quit smoking," say, "I am not a smoker." When your habits are tied to your identity, they become natural. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become. If you want to be healthier, each time you choose a salad over fast food, you cast a vote for being a healthy person. Change is not about achieving a goal. It's about becoming the kind of person who lives that goal every day. The 4 laws of behavior change. Clear organizes his framework around 4 simple laws. These laws explain how to build good habits and break bad ones. 1. Make it obvious. If you want a habit to stick, make the cues visible. If you want to drink more water, put a water bottle on your desk. If you want to read more, leave a book on your pillow. To break a bad habit, do the opposite. Make the cues invisible. Hide the junk food. Log out of social media. Remove temptations from view. 2. Make it attractive. We're more likely to do things we enjoy. Bundle a habit with something pleasurable. For example, only listen to your favorite podcast while running. Clear calls this temptation bundling. To break a bad habit, make it unattractive. Reframe the habit by highlighting its negative consequences. 3. Make it easy. Reduce friction. The easier a habit is to do, the more likely it is to stick. Want to floss? Start with just one tooth. Want to exercise? Put your workout clothes out the night before. To break a habit, increase friction. Make the bad habit harder to do. Delete apps, cancel subscriptions, or create barriers. 4. Make it satisfying. We repeat habits that feel rewarding. Build in immediate rewards. If you're saving money, track your progress visually with a chart. If you're trying to exercise, celebrate small wins. To break a bad habit, make it unsatisfying. Find an accountability partner or create consequences if you slip. These 4 laws create a simple but powerful system for shaping behavior. The plateau of latent potential. One reason people give up on habits is that progress is not immediate. Clear calls this the valley of disappointment. Habits often deliver results slowly. You may work out for weeks without seeing physical changes, or save money for months without feeling wealthier. But just like ice melting, nothing happens until the temperature hits the tipping point. Habits build beneath the surface until they suddenly break through. Success requires patience and faith in the compounding process. Environment shapes behavior. Clear emphasizes that environment often matters more than willpower. If you want to eat healthy, design your kitchen so fruit is visible and junk food is hidden. If you want to study, set up a dedicated space free of distractions. The environment nudges your behavior in ways you may not notice. Change your surroundings, and your habits will follow. The role of tracking and accountability. What gets measured gets managed. Clear suggests tracking your habits to create awareness. Even something as simple as crossing off days on a calendar creates motivation to continue. He also emphasizes accountability. Having a partner or group who holds you responsible increases your chances of success. Breaking bad habits. The same principles apply in reverse. To break a bad habit, make it invisible, unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying. Remove cues, reframe the habit, increase friction, and add consequences. For example, if you want to stop overspending, cut up credit cards, unsubscribe from marketing emails, and track expenses daily. Small habits, big identity shifts. The deeper message of the book is that habits are not about what you do, but about who you become. Each small action shapes your identity. When you consistently show up, even in small ways, you prove to yourself that you are the kind of person who follows through. Over time, that identity becomes your reality. Modern applications. Atomic Habits has been embraced by athletes, entrepreneurs, students, and anyone seeking improvement. Businesses use it to shape culture, coaches use it to build discipline, and individuals use it to transform health, productivity, and relationships. For example, if you want to write a book, don't wait for inspiration. Build the habit of writing a page every day. If you want to save money, automate savings so it happens effortlessly. If you want to learn a language, practice for 5 minutes daily instead of waiting for free weekends. Why habits fail. Clear also explains why many habits don't last. People aim too high, expect results too fast, or focus only on outcomes. They ignore identity, systems, and the slow compounding of small wins. By shifting focus to the process and celebrating small victories, habits become sustainable. The big takeaway. Atomic Habits is not about radical transformation overnight. It's about small, consistent actions that compound into extraordinary results. Change who you are by changing what you do. Build identity-based habits. Follow the 4 laws of behavior change. Design your environment and trust the process. The question is, what small habit could you start today that would transform your life if you kept at it for a year. That was Atomic Habits by James Clear, broken down in under 15 minutes. Which principle resonates most with you? Identity-based habits, the 4 laws, or the power of tiny gains? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this summary, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to 10-Minute Books, and ring the bell so you never miss our weekly breakdowns of life-changing books. Thanks for watching, and remember, small habits, when repeated daily, lead to massive results.